just going to do another technique, just get us in positions for our hands. Okay, I'm going to break this into two. This one, I'm going to do one more like more for your karate, if you like, and then we're going to change it slightly to more like boxing or whatever, to get a short punch in at the end. Okay, but the principle is the same. Just getting. Okay, as we said before, obviously watch your distance. Don't start going like this. When you work your pair work as well, sometimes you see that's quite common. You have two people that are working, and because they're not scared, because they're just practicing, sometimes they get closer, they do all their techniques, and then when they put it into sparring, it doesn't work because they're too close and your opponent hits them. So make sure you get your distance all the time. So as they stretch their arms out, you're not going to get hit. That's where you want to be working. And obviously you don't want to be too far away because it's not threatening to your opponent. So you want to be in distance where you can move and attack your opponent, but you don't want to be too silly, get close, and obviously they're going to beat you to the punch, so get your distance right. Okay, we're going to stretch the backhand through the middle this time, so we're giving them something to think about. Okay? So I'm not moving into it, I'm not going like this. You're just going to turn your shoulders, so it makes the technique look bigger, so your opponent, they're looking at your head, they're looking at your shoulders, so when they see that move, obviously things happen quite quick, they see that, they've got to react to it. Okay, so you're giving that through the middle, so stretching, so my feet haven't actually gone anywhere at that point. Not necessarily trying to hit my opponent, so if it's a little bit short, that's fine, you just want a reaction. Okay? So they'll probably cover with their front hand, they might cover like this, it doesn't really matter, so we'll just say they're going to push that across. Okay? While they're doing that, so you're here, you're going to let your shoulders roll, so as you turn your shoulders, you're going to let your hips go with it, so just keep the movement here, and just let your feet switch round with it, and just bend your arms. Now your arms should be on the outside, so your opponent can't swing back it or whatever. You're offline, so you've got control of this arm. They can't punch with the other one because you're offline, they can't cut through here or anything, and you've taken all their kicks out as well. Okay, and then you can come in with a punch and do your kick down the back of the head, your sweeps, whatever you want to do. Okay, so stretch this out nice and long. Just let your hips roll with it. So while they're watching that, you're moving with it to here. Okay, in the same move, and then punch, got your sweeps. Doesn't really matter what you want to do after that. Okay, so just do it the other way. So stretch out nice and long. Just let your hips roll with it, so it's in the same move. So you're not breaking it down. You're not going punch back, then step. You want this in their face while you're moving. So from there, they're watching that fist. You're moving round together. So you're offline and give yourself room to work for whatever. Okay. So once more, so you're stretching that out, move behind you, just let your hips go, so punch and move, off to the side, and finish it off how you like. So now we're going to use the same first bit to get us in. We're going to say you want to get in with the body punch, okay, so a nice short punch to the body, but we need to get there, okay, so similar thing, your guard is obviously whatever you want. I mean, some people will be up high, some people will be moving around a bit more distance, it doesn't really matter for the time being, so we're just concentrating on this. Okay, so again, this time they might be covering or whatever. If you've obviously got big gloves, don't want to block too much, so they might just cover up with this one with both hands. So as you're going with this, same thing. You're just going to let your hips turn, but my arms come up this time. So the closer you get to your opponent, your hands come up just in case they flinch or throw something at you. Okay, so you're still stretching out with that. You're rolling round. And then you're going to come up with the body punch to here, still keeping your hands up, because as I said, the closer you get to your opponent, the higher you want your hands to come. Okay? So again, so if we just have a little move around, so you just give them this, as soon as they react, then you round the side, boom, with that. Obviously you can finish it up with whatever you want afterwards, you can always adapt your techniques, okay? So again, when you find this, move around it, you're going to be closer this time, okay, because you want to come in with a good rib shot, or kidney shot, whatever. So the first one, we was having a little bit more distance from, okay. The second one, we want to get a little bit closer, so my right foot's going to go a little bit closer on the outside, so you're just going to roll round here, pulling your hips back slightly. Don't swing this, obviously, so your body goes first, almost like you're leaving your arm behind at that point. Boom, so it's a nice short punch, so you can do whatever combination you want after this, okay. So once more, stretching out. Roll round it, nice and close, hips back, bang, then you finish off with whatever you want.